Alright, enough of that. Almost made it. Almost made it. Was like one question about rental properties off from having made it. Is this stuff all set up yet, or... Okay, it looks like this is set up. Let me, when we get this set up, let me do one thing here quick. Take that off for a moment. Let's get this all set up while I do this. Also, mute. Okay, never mind, that's not done yet. It's getting there, though. Old card is successfully now deactivated, which means that should be coming up soon, and then I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's not for me, it's for my mother. Alright, cool. Good. Let's hide the implosion of the housing market. Let's also turn that off. I'm remembering to turn that off this time. Look at that. Turning off follower only mode. Update system software to use this feature. Ah, yes. Of course. Well, as it turns out... Actually, let's see how long this takes. Maybe it'll... I remember now. We tried to do this on Friday, and it was like, nope, can't do it, error. So we just gave up. Yeah, it's still like, can't do that, error. I am connected to the internet, right? Let's also hide this. I'm gonna check if I'm connected to the internet, so let's not show my internet data, huh? Let's see. We need network. Test the internet connection, please. Yeah, literally when I do this, it's going to show IP address, so I'm glad I hid that. Yeah, update the system to use network features. I know, I just want to make sure it's connected to the internet at all. Because for some reason, version 9.0 isn't downloading. I just want to make sure I don't have a long-standing issue. Anyway, ignoring the housing market imploding today, which actually might be a good thing, as somebody who has been looking into apartment rental costs, maybe if the housing market implodes, those costs will come down. That'd be nice. Also, let's talk about the stream title. This does work. Internet's working. Let's talk about stream title while I check one more thing here. Where's system update? Under system information? No. Ah, there it is. System software update. It's like, cannot download. Check PS support. What do they have for me on this? PlayStation.com. Error. Couldn't resolve host name. That's a great sign. Maybe let's just try hard restarting the system. We can turn that back on so we can see what's happening, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Today's stream title. Samurai says, always hype responsibly. This is pointed at specifically two groups. One that's actually topical and one that just I will always take the chance to to just completely dismantle when I can. That's what that is. The one that's actually topical is our good buddy for Friday streams, Atlas, who, well, the 25th anniversary of Persona came and went yesterday. And in typical Atlas fashion, because they're really bad at this promoting things thing, their big announcement to start the 25th anniversary was an announcement of an announcement that might not even be an announcement, but we'll find out if it's an announcement or if it's another announcement of another announcement in December. Also, there's a concert in November. But, I mean, Atlas does this. This is what they do. They're really bad at hyping things up. So their hype cycles end up being like, we're going to announce something on this date. What we announce is that we'll announce something on this date. What we're going to announce here is that we'll be at this event, and at this event we're going to actually announce the thing that we were going to announce back at the start of this sequence of events. Atlas is bad at this. Wow, hey, it works. I just had to restart the PS4. Look at that. 6 minutes. We can wait that. We can talk about about hyping responsibly. But yeah, in typical form of fans who don't understand that you should just never trust what a company says at face value ever, all decided, seemingly well, okay, admittedly we had some reasons to believe this. Let's not take Atlas completely off the hook on this. When you release, these special anniversary events of like, here's the protagonists of the game. Look, there's a mystery one at the end. Look, here's a bunch of acrylic image stands of all the game box art. Here's 2 mystery ones at the end. Of course, people are going to extrapolate and say, well, if we follow by the trends that you have established, clearly, if it's all protagonists, the mystery one's a protagonist. Clearly, if it's all game box art, the 2 mystery ones are game box art. Which, of course, here's where people kind of maybe made a little too much assumption, myself included. And we all assumed that, well, then it has to be Persona 6. Which admittedly makes sense, considering the prior established trends. What it turned out to be is we don't know what the other protagonist stand keychain thing was. That's still a mystery. But as for the acrylic stands that were box arts, the 2 were Trinity Soul, which admittedly maybe some of us should have seen coming, but why keep Trinity Soul a secret? Everybody remembers
Surprise
Trinity
attack
Soul.
coming from above!
We all hated it. Why keep it a secret? And then the other one was like a promotional image for Persona 4. That's the one that people, I think, are the most what the hell about. Because even with Trinity Soul, I mean, the box art for the Trinity Soul like DVD collection or whatever, sure, that follows the established trend of box arts. But a random Persona 4 promotional poster, people are justifiably like, what the hell is going on here? Like, that's the one I'm not going to take Atlas off the hook on. But, like, again, folks are up in arms. Hype responsibly, please, folks. You can say, the trends look like P6. Maybe this will be P6. Hey, what if they did this for P6? You can talk about that. But you shouldn't work yourself up to this point that some people had managed to work themselves up to. And I say this just about every time there's a Nintendo Direct, which is why I'm pointing this at Nintendo fans, too. Never, ever, ever say the word confirmed. Ever. Because you will be wrong, and you will be mad about being wrong. Being wrong comes with, speculating and expecting things. But being mad because you're wrong means that when you blew past hype and got to the word confirmed. You sat there yesterday morning and said, they are definitely announcing Persona 6 tonight. And by the way, I saw people in real time work themselves up into, by tomorrow morning, we're going to have Persona 5 Switch. for no reason, completely out of the blue. There was nothing pointing, at least with P6, you know, the protagonist keychain things, the box art, it all, like, if you follow the established trend, P6 made sense. Saying P5 Switch came out of nowhere. People just invented that and then convinced themselves it was happening and then got mad when it didn't. Which we see all the time out of Nintendo fans too, where they convince themselves that a game or a Direct or a Smash character, they convince themselves that's happening on this date. And then the date comes and goes, nothing happens, and they get mad about it. And every time I'm over here I literally watched people in real time convince themselves of this. Please, people, hype responsibly and recognize that, like, when you say something might be happening, the word might is in there, and it may not happen. That in fact, you should never say will or confirmed until it's happened. Because that's when you get mad. And we're only 25% done installing this. At least it's moving at a decent clip. And I got that out of the way before the game starts, so I don't have to worry about interrupting the game with it. That's cool. Is this done yet? I suppose one way of checking would be just to check to see if it's got the number listed on it now. Nope, not yet. Once it updates with the phone number, then it should be good to go. The test phone that I was using with a random SIM is dead, at least. Which means we are halfway to done on getting that phone transferred. Hooray! Hopefully by the end of the stream it'll be done. Dare I look at how the housing market's doing today? I discovered this like 10 minutes before stream ended, or before stream started, that apparently the housing market is in the process of real-time imploding. And like I said earlier, as somebody who's been looking into the apartment market, watching this implode is probably a good thing, because it means that if housing prices implode, apartment prices will follow suit. Because if they don't, then it'll become really affordable to buy a house, and screw it, I'll just do that. I actually don't know if I would. Part of why I'm looking at the apartment market over the housing market is like, I want to maintain some short-term flexibility because I'm considering getting into the dating industry again. And by again, I mean for the first time since high school, 10 years ago. But, yeah, I'd like to maintain some flexibility on that. You know, be able to cast a wider net, because I'm, as they might say in, you know, employment, open to, I don't know why I look weird. That's on. Open to relocation. There. I left the little light on, which made me look oranger than normal. Which, admittedly, now I just look dark. There, turn that up a notch. It's cloudy today. I need it on full blast. Need my key light on full blast to look good. For the record, I'm not taking this out of the YouTube video. This is staying in the VOD. Mostly because I want to get that rant about please hype responsibly out to as many human beings as possible. Because, for the love of God, it just keeps happening. Like, I'm sure we'll get to November, or we'll get to December, everybody will be building themselves back up to the P6 announcement, and you know what they'll probably announce? They'll probably announce, like, Persona 3 FES is coming to Steam. And that's it. and then everyone will get mad again. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest here. This is gonna sound a little weird after my whole hype responsibly thing. I still do think sometime in this Persona 25th celebration, I do think we're going to get the P6 announcement. I do think that is still coming. But I think for that, we are probably looking at closer to the end of the celebration. Which Atlas did kind of prepare us for. They did mention that, that this was going to be like a year-long celebration that was going to basically run from like September to September. I think it's probably going to run all the way through the end of next year, in fact. That like, the event doesn't end on September 19th, 2021. It's going to run the whole way down for like a year. I think probably at the very end of that year, they will give us our first look at P6. I think there's going to be a lot of waiting and a lot of smaller announcements like P3 on Steam. Maybe a Switch port of P4G. I don't think P5 is going to get a port. I think maybe we're going to finally see the Persona 5 Arena that everyone's been asking for years. Maybe Royal gets a port to like Steam or something? Maybe I forgot how good my Samurai looks? But yeah, I think we're kind of looking at, I think this is going to be a long, drawn-out process with a lot of false starts, but I do still think by the end of it we'll get our P6. At least a first look. Some people were starting to... I definitely just used the menu button for P5 because I'm talking about Persona. Some folks have been trying to, Oh, I was really way down. Oh, that's right, because I was turning in the banners. Also, yeah, Seribot's here, which means more cool dog and cat factas. Please enjoy. You know, oh yeah, some people were trying to talk themselves into, like, back in, like, the start of summer when we first got this 25th anniversary stuff. Some people were trying to talk themselves into, like, we could see P6 by the end of next year, guys. If they're going to give us, like, the protagonist design and the box art, it could be by the end of next year already. No, like, some people were even some of the more, like, safer people were saying, like, I think 2023 is the year. I've been saying for a couple of years now, I think 2024 is the date. I just did it again. I think 2024 is the date for P6. And I'm going to stick to that. I think it's going to be 2024. Because I feel like these games are getting further and further apart as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I don't think that's a trend that's going to be reversing. Like, I think in the, like, the back... Weird music. I think, like, September, October, November of 2022 we get the announcement. And then I think probably 2024 is launch. On the plus side, it probably will be a PS5 exclusive. Which also may have affected development time as well, because if they were specifically saying, like, we're not going to dual system this is going to be next-gen exclusive, they might have had to wait for PS5 dev kits and such. Which means that, like, similar to how we're waiting a bit for FF16, we were probably waiting a bit for P5 or P6 as well. Which reminds me, FF16 is a game that exists. I was going to say we haven't heard much from it, but I mean, technically we did. If you don't pay attention, this might be actually a shock to some people. Because I'm going to say, if you haven't been paying attention to FF14's, like, random development updates, you actually probably haven't heard a peep from 16 since their official site launched back at the start of this year, but at, I think it was their, at 14's anniversary, like, chat with the director, who, by the way, if you didn't know, 14's director is also 16's director. They, what's on this sign? Scarlet Rock Shrine, Sanctuary of Tsukiyomi, Kami of the Moon. I think that's probably what we're headed towards. But yeah, at their anniversary event, they brought, of all people, Yoko Taro, who does Nier, on, because of a complicated series of events involving the fact that he did a raid for 14 this last expansion. And, while having their little conversation, Yoko Taro brings up that, he'd like to work on FF16. To which we found out that apparently scenario writing is done, and in fact the English voice acting is basically done already. To, I think, the surprise of a lot of people. I see what this is. This is also not the right way, but, it did lead me to something after all. So yeah, FF16 is making progress. I still think 16's a next year game. Maybe I'll be caught by surprise, but everything we're hearing sounds like it's closer to done than not, that it's further along than 15 was at its reveal. Well, alright, buddy. You'll see how good I am.
信じた方が身のためだぞ。
俺はタチと共に育った身だ。そなたの命の心配をするんだな。
Alright then, if that's the way you want this to go down, buddy. You think there's no one left that can challenge you but me? Then I will challenge you. At least this guy has, you know, vaguely understandable reasons for fighting. When I kill him, I'll bow for him. This is a nice way to warm up into this game too. Woo! I kind of like these duels actually as a nice little warm up. That was a neat combo. I want to learn that combo. Can you teach me? Ooh, okay. Reminder rule number 1, pay attention. Duel among the spider lilies.
お主、なかなかの使い手であった。
How much you want to bet, by the way? Ooh, hey, more dudes. I was saying, how much you want to bet, by the way? When I upload this on YouTube, it's going to be all nighttime recommended shots again. Because that's happening a lot, and I considered, like, making a reference to it in, like, my last batch of videos, but they all had, like, daytime starts. It was nice. Because, like, it seems like I always am doing, like, all my YouTube VODs have, night scenes as their recommended, thumbnail. Oh, another spearman. How nice. That didn't give me any experience, by the way, which means there's probably a quest giver up here. Greetings, quest friend. What do you have for me? Anything good?
助かった。ありがとうございます。安全なところへ。抜かれてないぞ。お役に立つと良いのですが。
He's got a gift for me. I have 5 technique points, by the way. Now back to headed towards that ooh, but I'm right here. Let's do the Moss Light in while we're here. We're like right, we were literally so close I could probably snipe a guy from here. First, though, let's spend some of these technique points I've got laying around, huh? Direct hit with a sticky bomb kills the target. Blast radius causes a bigger blast radius and inflicts more damage on enemies caught in the blast. Sure. Add shrapnel with the black powder bomb, increasing its damage and blast radius. I don't care about concentration. I don't like melee snipe. I don't ever use smoke bombs. I don't use smoke bombs, and I think I've used kunai on accident before, but I've never used them intentionally. Like, if one of these was like, you could put, if there was a charm like I have for arrows, where it's like arrows have a chance to poison enemies, if there was something like that, but for kunai, where like your kunai have a chance to poison the enemy, then maybe I'd use it more often. You know what? Pick up that last exploration. We're getting near the end, by the way. I think probably after the Demon's Blade, I think we get our by the way, I think Demon's Blade is probably our last level up for Act 2. Then to level up further, we have to get into Act 3. I think there's probably 2 more rank ups in Act 2, and then we're done. Pigs. Heck it. Scatter the pigs. That's a dude, by the way. That's a dog. That's not good. Well, there's not going to be a standoff here. So, let's put on my stealth set for a moment. Got enough explosive arrows I could just shoot 3 enemies with them. Like him! Actually, he had a buddy. Oh, a Straw Hat buddy, in fact. You're a shield man. Oh, come on! The dog was so short that I lost my ghost stance charge because the dog just dodged underneath my attack. Bring him in. Okay, now what do we do? There's a ton of guys inside. There's a dog. I need to deal with that dog. Dog dealt with. Now we should have much cleaner access here. Some straw hats out there. Otherwise we're clear to get in. I said we're clear to get in. Oh, hey, I made it. Is that not a grapple spot? No, that is a grapple spot. Don't know why there was such a picky grapple spot. Okay, now we've got some, some movement options here. That's a big man. It's a big man on the move. Check this out. Cannot connect to the server within the time limit. He was so terrifying, he terrified my internet. Who else wants some of this? There he is. That was pretty good. I liked that. That was a fun chain of events. Snipe the guy, brings his friends over, jump down, slaughter the leader, then, you know, murderize everybody. It was a great time. Good fun. I'm glad whiffing on that one arrow didn't cost me everything, at least. Sometimes, when you whiff on one arrow, it costs you everything. This was at least not one of those times. I bet that's the shrine I was trying to find. No, this is. I can see the broken path. That's a fox. That? I don't know what that could be. There's a couple things it could be. And that's the shrine. Yeah, good call heading this way. Yep, that's a fox. Which means somewhere around here... Oh, it's not just a fox either. It's a dude on a horse. It's a couple dudes on horses, actually. Normally I wouldn't, like, follow the fox, but... I want to shoot these guys. Well, I didn't mean to shoot the bird, but I guess I shot the bird. Actually... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Did mean to do that, though. I forgot you can't let go of... Once you push it down, you have to let go of the left trigger, not the right. I think I've lost my fox. I hear him, so he must be nearby. Oh, there you are. Blends in with the spider lilies. There's the shrine. That's probably where the fox den is. Or the fox shrine is. Or it's over there. This might be a Mongol. Ooh, hold on, I saw that. Why is this man carrying a bomb? And the spot's abandoned. I can, like, follow along the rocks here. Probably hidden amongst the rocks. Is that a health bar? No, that was a bug. I don't think it's this far. Let's double back a little. Some deer. What a nice swamp. Maybe it is down this way. That's a dead dude. That's some deer. Those rocks strike me as a spot it might be at. Though I didn't think it would lead me that deep into the swamp. Oh. Ooh, hold on. Dudes. Straw hat dudes, in fact. This is a terrible camera angle, by the way. Yep, that was a terrible camera angle. Alright. Thanks for waiting for your friend to die. See, one thing I'm unsure of, and I think I'm beginning to realize that it doesn't work the way I think it does, is I keep thinking that, like, these guys exist agnostic of camera positioning. That, like, they are on a timer, and when that timer is up, they will attack. Regardless of if you have camera angles on them or not. But I think I'm starting to realize that actually, like, these guys they respect camera angles. They don't respect camera interruptions. So, like, if the camera isn't on them, they won't charge. If the camera is on them, though, and there's someone dying in between you and them, they will still charge. So, like, if the camera's going to turn all the way around my character, I don't have to be as concerned. Because they will wait very patiently to be able to be seen. It's only an issue if they decide that, like, you killed the guy, the camera isn't going to move at all, and the next guy's going to just charge through his corpse that's blocking your vision. Yeah, okay, I'm miles away from where that shrine is. Where'd it go? I hate following it through these. There he is. Almost need to use, like, clear vision on him. I sort of swear, if it leads me back to where I was... It is. Alright, where was it hidden in these rocks that I missed? Where was the secret passage? See, I heard the music, too. That's why I stopped and looked around. Oh my god, I was right next to it the whole time. I even looked in those bushes. Because I heard the music cue and I was like, that's the music cue for a shrine. I heckin' knew it. And I still hecked it up anyway. I see a swingy spot. But to what end? Oh, yeah, this is the shrine. Okay. Wait a minute, this is the shrine? Yeah, that makes sense. It's the other thing that I don't know what it is. Can I just do the shrine while I'm here? Nah, we'll do the shrine last. Oh, it's a haiku spot. Okay. Sure, I can live with that. I wish you could buy the poison, by the way. Just a random thought for the moment. Like that you could trade flowers for poisons or anything like that. Because for the love of goodness, I cannot find these flowers in the wild to save my life. See, now this should be a good standoff. Yeah, see, they take their time. They'll wait for the camera to be in position before they start moving. As long as the camera is locked into its position, they will move. If the camera's moving, they won't move. It's just a matter of ensuring that, like, if the camera's locked in and something's blocking your vision of them, they will still move. It's not like the Postman's game in Majora's Mask, where that timer goes no matter if the camera is swinging around to catch him or if there's something blocking him. Which I bring up because there were 2 MMR races, and I've been trying to count along to 19. And I hate any time that someone's camera, if like their camera's facing the wrong way, and when they Z-target him for the count to 19, the camera has to swing around to him, because I always miss 1 or 2 circles doing that. Alright, I have no idea what we're composing a haiku about. Perseverance. Reflecting oneself, lanterns in the dark, are banded together. Lanterns in the dark. Fear of what's lurking beneath. Guarded by wisdom.
灯火やそこより浮かぶ物おじに文殊の籠で安くありけり
Alright, now let's do the shrine. Now let's do the real fun part. Time-wise... Okay, yeah, we'll do the shrine, then we'll break. You know what? We can do this in any armor. It's not like the armor affects anything. Okay, I see what we have to do here. I think. Not the right angle to latch onto that, huh? Okay. Well, let's try a different strategy. Let's go around the side here and see what we can find. In the dark. Answer is nothing, question mark. Why do I feel like this one has a cheese to it? I just feel like there's a spot where like you could grapple something you're not supposed to and get cheese. Looks like it's just a grapple chain. But then I need to find the first grapple. Which is probably impossible to locate at night. Especially nighttime in the rain. I might also be an idiot. That one I'm less certain about. My question is, where is that branch? Okay, I see it. I think I see it. Those are grabbable ledges. Which tells me there's probably a grapple hook here. Yes, there is. The supplies marked the starting line. I'll then that gets us to the grapple that's over here. That then is how we get across. Making a point not to go too fast on this. Alright, there we go. Progress this way. Again, went too fast there, almost fell. Always reclaim your bearings. I bet those are poison flowers down there and I'm just missing them. Yep, there's that spot. Actually, we're past the starting line now. I was right, this is mostly a grapple puzzle. Now we use this one to get to the shrine. Very old. Clearly has been abandoned for a while, actually. Ooh, that's a major charm. Wait a minute, what does it do? Assassinated enemies drop additional ammo and supplies. Interesting. I don't know if there's a set I'd want to use that on, though. So if there was, it's probably the Ronin attire, huh? So arrows are silent on impact has literally never helped me. I think I'm going to replace that. Because, like, silent on impact doesn't matter when they still, you know, alert enemies. Also, I could not roll there because I clipped the platform. And then just kind of rode the platform to damage. There's a way out of here, right? Plot twist, there literally isn't a way out of here. You have to just reset. Okay, but like I'm actually starting to wonder if there isn't a way out of here. Is that it? That's it. Heck it, warp back to the fox den. While we do that, I'm going to prep for our little VOD break here, where, you know, we break up the YouTube VOD and take a couple minutes on Twitch to not stream. You know that be. Let's pause this so we don't get ambushed by anyone while we do it. And hit the button. Boop.